Hey guys, today I am doing a full review of the products from the Sephora Playbox that was sent in July. Now, if you're familiar with my blog in the past, I would do a first impressions kind of unboxing of the Sephora Playbox once I got it, and then I would try the products out for about 2 weeks, and then at the end of those 2 weeks I would do another post doing a full review of all the products in the box, because I think it's really important to not only just unbox these boxes, but let you guys know how the products are performing. Are they worth paying for the box? I just think it's a little more informative, so I hope you guys agree, and let's get into the products from the July box. First up is the Bobbi Brown Eye Opening Mascara. We tend to get a lot of mascaras in the Sephora Playboxes, which I don't mind. I actually really like having the samples. I find that mascaras tend to dry out really quickly when you get the full tubes, especially if you have a lot of mascaras that you're kind of going through and switching between. So I really like the sample sizes. It lets me try something out in a smaller form that I may or may not end up using up, and I don't have to pay for a full size. So let's talk about the claims that come with this. If you're familiar with Sephora Playboxes, they come with a little pamphlet kind of thing that tells you all the information about the products. So it says that the Bobbi Brown mascara is a long-wearing mascara that visibly thickens, curls, and lifts lashes with a carbon black formula. So does this hold up to those claims? I do agree that it is a very black formula. I'm wearing it on my eyes today, and I did have to layer it with a couple other mascaras because this does clump really easily. It's a very wet formula. So you'll see you've got the wand, and it's a really fat wand, which I really like these kind actually. I feel like it coats my lashes faster. However, they do run the risk of being really clumpy. And another thing I didn't like about this sample size in particular, this probably isn't an issue with the full size, but the sample size, like the way it fits into here, it like didn't go all the way down the wand, so I really only had product for about 2/3 of the wand or 3/4 of the wand, and I just found that was a little difficult to work with when I was trying it out. This is really good for thickening your lashes, and I think because it's so good at that is why it kind of clumps up, and the fact that it's a very wet formula. I do really like this. It lasts all day. It doesn't smudge, it doesn't flake, although I very rarely have issues with that with mascaras. Overall, would I purchase the full size? Probably not. I personally don't like purchasing expensive mascaras. I find that on my eyes, drugstore mascaras work totally just fine. So I really shy away from getting the expensive ones unless I get them as samples. Next in the box was the Rose Face Mask from Fresh, and I was really excited to get this because I've heard a lot of really good things about this mask. And I really wanted to try it, but I hesitate to spend so much money on a mask when I haven't tried it on my skin yet. Everybody's skin is so different and so particular to certain products, so I really just have a hard time blindly purchasing expensive face products. So the claims on this one is that it's a hydrating and toning gel mask that refreshes your tired and dull skin with a calming infusion of pure rose water and rose petals. And I agree with those claims for the most part. I found this to tone really well. I am the kind of person who doesn't tend to tone my skin very often. I used to incorporate it a lot more in my skincare routine, but I found that it didn't have a noted difference on my skin personally. So I just don't use toners very often, but I do feel like this toned my face really well, and my face felt very much more balanced after using it, and it was a calming face mask. So I used this twice since getting the box, so I really haven't vetted it very much. Using it twice, I used quite a bit of the jar, and maybe that's a user error, I'm not sure. But I did end up using a lot of this when I was trying it out just because I felt like I needed to cover my whole face. I wanted to get a nice layer, not a thick layer, but a good enough layer to where it's covering everything. And it was just a really relaxing 10-minute kind of routine for me, so I enjoyed that. Would I pay for the full price of it? Probably not. I have very congested, acne-prone skin, so I tend to go more for the clay masks. And because of that, I just don't tend to go for these more hydrating or toning masks just because my skin is oily, it's acne prone, those kind of things don't tend to have a very noted difference on my face. And for me personally, I just really like masks to have a really big difference. I don't like them to be like, oh, it's nice, it's a nice experience, but I didn't get much out of it. I just prefer to see a bigger difference when I take them off. The next thing in the box is this Milk Leave-In Conditioning Spray. That's not the brand. The brand is Briogeo. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that, but it's a Rosarco milk. reparative leave-in conditioning spray. So this is a hair product, and it claims that it's ultra light leave-in conditioning spray that delivers a non-greasing moisture without weighing down hair. So I'm not sure if you can tell, but I have very fine, thin hair that gets weighed down extremely easily. So I really hesitate with leave-in conditioners. I've used them in the past, and I think I've used ones that are just way too thick in formula because I haven't liked them. I feel like they definitely weigh my hair down way too much, and it just kind of ruins my whole style. But I really, really like this. This has made my hair look so much better over the past 2 weeks, at least in my opinion. I don't know, maybe other people can't tell a difference, but I can. And it makes my hair feel smoother throughout the day, and I only wash my hair every 2 or 3 days, and you can definitely tell that it keeps those ends nice and moisturized throughout those couple days, even after putting in dry shampoo, which can be very drying on your hair. Overall, I really, really like this product, and I would probably buy the full size. I'm not 100% sure how much it costs full size, but hey, I might have to get it. Another type of product that seems to come pretty frequently in these Sephora Play boxes are lipsticks. So this month we got the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Color Splash lipstick in the color Set Sail. And sometimes with Sephora Play boxes, they'll send you really bright, outlandish colors, which I like having those for fun weekend days, but on a day-to-day basis, I don't wear them. But this one is a nice neutral shade. I'm wearing it today, so it's on my lips. It's a little dark for my complexion for like a nude. I mean, I guess it's still a nude, it's just really dark nude. But I've been really enjoying it. I find that it lasts decently well on the lips. It's obviously a normal lipstick formulation, so it's not like a liquid lipstick where it's going to stay on your lips all day no matter what. But it tends to fade really gracefully. I have eaten breakfast, lunch, and snacks in between reapplications of this, and I didn't find that it looked garish or just really bad after eating those. I didn't have to constantly worry to make sure my lips were still okay if I had to talk to someone at my office or something like that. So I really like these. I'm probably going to look into other colors because I want to see if they have like some more purpley colors or like way more nude, lighter nudes, because I really like those kind of colors, and I like this lipstick. It's also very moisturizing on the lips. It's very comfortable. I don't really feel it. The only times I feel it is if I have more dry patches on my lips, which I do have right now, but I feel like this covers it really well without making it stand out. Another product that has come in almost every single Sephora Play box I've ever gotten is a moisturizer, which I guess technically this is more of a serum, but it's still a moisturizer in my opinion. This is the Caudalie Vine Active Glow Activating Anti-Wrinkle Serum. It says that this is a highly concentrated pollution protecting serum which reveals a youthful glow while helping to visibly smooth fine lines. Obviously, I cannot speak to the anti-wrinkle properties because I've only been using this for 2 weeks and I have not been using it every day. And even if I had been, I don't think you can see results that fast. But I enjoyed this. It's okay. My history with the moisturizers that are sent in these boxes are, I don't really care about them. They work just fine. I am not going to go spend a ton of money on them because in my opinion, moisturizers for my skin, just the generic general ones, are totally fine as long as they're not very greasy. And I will say this is not greasy. Technically, it tells you that you're supposed to use it before putting on your actual moisturizer. I've been using it by itself for daytime moisturization. I do have very oily skin, so I don't like thick moisturizers. I feel like if I put this on and then put my normal moisturizer on over it, it's gonna make my face way too just dewy and not in a good way. So I like it. It does just fine. I'm not gonna go purchase the full size. Last but not least is the perfume sample. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Sephora Play boxes, every single box comes with a perfume sample. Now, some people really don't like that about the boxes. I love it. I'm very indecisive with my perfumes and I struggle to drop like 80-90 bucks on a 1 to 2 ounce perfume that I might get sick of in a couple months. So I really like having these to just kind of fit my mood around wherever I want to switch up my perfume. So I use these all the time every time they're sent. There's only been a couple that I've really hated, and this one is not one of those. I really like this scent. So this is the Clean Reserve Suede Oud. It says this creamy and sophisticated scent puts a new twist on a traditional heavy oud fragrance with its light, fresh notes. So the fragrance family is earthy and woody, which I'm a sucker for. I love the more musky kind of scents. The top notes are honeysuckle, blue cypress, and birchwood, and then the middle notes are temple oud, night blooming jasmine, and base notes are soft suede, love, gold patchouli, and black amber. I can definitely smell the black amber and those earthy woody scents in general. I will say that I feel like sending this in the July box was weird timing. This smells like a fall/winter scent. I live in Texas, so fall doesn't really come around till like October, maybe not till November. So I still got a couple of months before these scents really suit my style and fashion for the weather. But I like it. It lasts really well. All it takes is one little spritz. This little thing. It's a small little bottle, but it only takes me one spritz and it lasts for a good 10 to 12 hour day. Past that, it starts to fade quite a bit, so you gotta be like real close to your wrist to be able to smell it, but I like it. I would probably purchase this one. We've gotten Klean scents in boxes before. I think we've gotten maybe one or two others. I think two. And one of them I really liked and one I didn't like, so it really just depends, but this one really hits the nail on the head for the kind of scents I like. That wraps up my thoughts on the Sephora Play Box for July. Did you get this box? Let me know what you think of it. I know that some buddies of mine on Snapchat definitely got completely different products from me, so I'm sure there are other boxes that were sent out besides the one with these products. So let me know what you got if you got different things. Did you enjoy the stuff from your box? I would love to chat with you about your opinions, so come talk to me down in the comments or on my social media. I will have all of those listed down in the description box. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And if you want to see more videos from me of the book or beauty variety, please subscribe. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.